What's up, TikTok? It's your boy Chris here. So, did you pay yourself $250,000 for last year? Or what about the year before? Or the year before? Yeah, me neither. So, I guess we gotta take care of that, don't we? Alright, so, we can pay ourselves as being trustee over the estate that they created when we were born. We've been trustee of it since we were born. And we have yet to get paid. I didn't get paid, did you? We gotta fix that. So, I want you to go to irs.gov and you're going to download two forms. You're going to download 2023 1040ES and 2023 1040V. Alright, so let's start with the ES. We're going to do the ES for 1040ES first. Alright, so when you get that packet, go to the back 4 pages. The back 4 pages are going to be your vouchers. Alright, the front part of that packet is for your, I know my hands are dirty, I've been working. The front part of that packet is for your records. So you want to fill those out just for you, so that you have those records on file for yourself. So if anybody has any questions later on down the road, you've got the answer right there. You've got what you filled out. So you're going to flip to the back pages. It's going to be, you're going to see a page like this with 1 voucher and then a page with 3 vouchers. All right. Yours is going to say 2023 up here. Never mind mine. I've already filled mine out. So I have to use the 2021 to show you all the example. It's the same voucher, but y'all are just going to say 2021. All right. First of all, I want you to notice each one of the vouchers has a date up here, and each date is different. There's a reason. It's because, yes, we're paying ourselves $250,000, but for the ES, we have to split it up into 4. We have to split it up in 4 quarters, the year into 4 quarters. So if you take $250,000, divide that by 4, you've got $62,500. So that's what we're going to enter in the dollar amount right here. All right, I can turn this around. That's what we're entering in where it says dollar amount right here. We're going to enter in $62,500. All right, now I want you to pay attention. This is my point here. This brings me to my point of read the instructions, okay? Because this will save you some time, save you some energy, and save you from having to redo it. All right, so I'll show you what I mean. Flip this around here. This is in the instructions. Make your checks or money order payable to the United States Treasury. Do not send cash. To help process your payment accurately, enter the amount on the right side of your check like this. See how they're all the same size. Do not use dashes or lines. For example, don't enter or. So they tell us how to fill out these forms. Simply read the instructions. I know it's hard to do, guys, but read the instructions. They're your friends. They're your allies. They're all on your side, whether you know it or not. They are. And they tell you exactly what to do and how to fill out these forms. Okay? So, we're going to get back to the ES. You're going to fill all your vouchers out like this. They're all going to be the same information. I recommend doing independently. Let your spouse do theirs independently. So leave this line blank and leave that last line blank. All right. So you're just going to fill out your information, your name, your address, city, state, your social, 62,500. And when you get that all done, all 4 of them, what you're going to do is this is where okay, while you're filling this out, you're probably thinking, what, this is a payment? I'm not making a payment. But you are. Let me show you how. We're making this voucher, turning it into a negotiable instrument. I just got a friend said hello. So we're going to turn this into a negotiable instrument payable to the U.S. Treasury. So when you flip that over, I did mine like a check. So I flipped it over and I wrote sideways on it. You can do it this way, long ways if you like, but I just assumed that it was better, just like a check, if it was flipped over. And you know how you sign like this sideways, if I wrote mine sideways, okay? And this is what I mean by right. You're going to take, and line by line, you're going to do just this. You're going to write pay to the U.S. Treasury. On the second line, you're going to write the negative sign, $62,500. Then you're going to write that in cursive, just like you would a check, $62,500 and 00. Remember, don't do no lines and none of that stuff we just read in the instructions. Very next line is going to say for credit to, this is going to be your social security number with the dashes. You want the dashes, social security number with the dashes. That's the public side of you. You want that public side, okay? That accesses the public side of this. Okay, so TY 2023, that's tax year 2023 is the next line with form 1040ES. You're letting them know what year and what form that this negotiable instrument is for, okay? So your payment 4, and you see where it says date on voucher. Remember when I said each voucher had a different date? I want you to recognize each voucher has a different date. All right. the voucher on the date is the date you're going to put here. So each voucher is going to have a different date right here. So payment 4, say we're doing number 1 here. We're saying we're doing number 1. We're going to put payment 4. Number 1 says April 15th. Mine says 2021. Remember, yours is going to have a different date here because y'all's is going to be 2023. All right, so I would write that date right here. Okay, so payment 4 and then that date. Then immediately after that, your line is going to be by semicolon. That signifies you as the living person, not a bot, not a made-up entity, anything of that nature. It is you, the living person. You ain't got to do nothing special to your signature. Just sign it. And then the last thing is going to be the last date of that fiscal year for taxes. That's 12/31/2023. That closes that year out for the IRS. Now what you've just done, when you fill one of these out with that on the back, because you just made this a negotiable instrument, and it is payable in money to the IRS. Maybe I didn't use the right word there, money, but it is payable to the United States Treasury for the IRS, okay? And so what you've just done is you've just made 4 of these vouchers out for $250,000 total, okay? So set those aside. You're going to cut those, perforated here, cut them, all right? Put them all in the same little, stack. I wrapped a piece of white paper around it like I would if I was mailing cash, just so nobody can see what's inside or whatever. So now you're going to go to your 1040V. All right, 1040V is the same story. On the back, there is 1 voucher. If I can get this out in time here. You go to your 1040V again. Yours is going to say 2023. I'm having to use a different date, okay, because I've already filled mine out. But it's the same thing for you guys. See, there's only 1 voucher. The reason being is this is the quarterly added together. This is the total yearly. So the same thing we're going to fill out here, all the information that we just said over here. Up here, we're going to put $250,000. Okay, that's the total of the year. That's the total of those 4 we just filled out. Okay, so now we're going to fill that out, and then we're going to sign the back of it. But we're going to do it a little different. Because remember, the number changed, and something else changed down here. We'll get to it. Pay the U.S. Treasury, first line. Next line, negative $250,000. Write it out in cursive like you would a check. Everything the same. For credit to your social with the dashes. TY 2023, Form 1040V. That's your next line. This is where it's different. Instead of it being the date on the vouchers, now you've got the whole year they want to tally out. So you're going to do payment 4, the last date of that fiscal year, 12/31/2023. Or 21, whatever year you're doing, but we're going over 23, so I'm going to leave it at that. Underneath this is where you sign by, BYE, semicolon, signifies a living person, sign your name, and then again, the last date of the fiscal year, 12/31/2023. That's for the 1040Vs. Okay, so now you have created $250,000 payment that you're sending into the IRS. Let me turn this around. You're sending into the IRS, or you're sending in, to the IRS to be cashable at by the U.S. Treasury. Okay, so you've just made. If you look at your taxes on your regular 1040, go down. It says estimated tax payments. It's always been 0. We didn't really know we could pay taxes. We thought we were paying taxes. I filled out 1040. No, all right, 0. But now, when you fill out your 1040 taxes, because you want to do that after this. If you've done your 1040 taxes before this, you're going to have to go back and do an amended tax, okay? 1040X. You're going to have to do an amendment, and where you're going to add the ES and the V. That's a whole nother video, all right? So now you're going to take your vouchers, put them in the same envelope. You can put your ES with the V. I kept them separate inside the little white paper. I put a white paper around the ES's and a white paper around the V's, put them in the same envelope. And if you look on your papers, it says where to mail it. You got to look, and it'll tell you where to mail it. Find your state, and it'll tell you where to mail it to. You want to take that, and you want to go to your post office and get you some of them green certified mail stickers, and you want to send this baby out certified mail. I'm going to try to make this quick. I ain't got much time left. So what you're going to do is you're going to send that certified mail. Now, give it a couple weeks after you do this, and then file your regular taxes, 1040 taxes, and then when it says estimated tax payments, you get to put $250,000 now. And do that and add that in, all that, and file it. And what they'll do is they'll take any taxes you owe, past, present, future, out, anything else you owe to anybody else, and then they'll send you the overpayment. It says so in the directions if you just read it. I love you guys, and as always, I'll see you on top. Appreciate y'all watching, and I hope this was clear enough. See y'all next time.